Good morning. It is 6:45. We've been up since about 5:30, just getting ready to head out. Vince just needs to filter a couple liters of water, and then we're on the trail. We're hoping for 20.8 today. There's some blowdowns in the next section, and apparently there's a rogue bull in the next 10 miles that has held people capture in a campsite and stuff, so we're all gonna try to hike together for the first 10 miles just in case we come across this rogue bull. The spring drips very slowly. So I'm only carrying just under 5 liters today for 20 miles, so I didn't want to carry 6 again. So I actually ended up having way too much water yesterday, so I'm going to take a risk today. That's 1 liter every 4 miles. So hiking in the morning, I barely drink any water. Mid-afternoon, I tend to drink most of my water, and then as the evening goes on, I drink less. So we probably have 10 hours before we get to the next camp. That sun is bright behind me. 10 hours before we get to the next camp, including breaks. Not a lot of incline today. There's little bits of it throughout the day, but no big climbs, just lots of little ones. So trail's looking pretty good this morning so far. Apparently there's 4,000 feet we have to climb today, but it's all in small little bursts, which I honestly prefer than a giant 2,000 or 1,000 foot climb. So yeah. There's a 2.3 mile reroute coming up too. Oh, in 2.3 miles, sorry, there's a 2 mile reroute because of building new wind farm stuff. Last year people put on the app that they had to stop and sign a waiver and wait a little while, so hopefully that's still not in effect because we need to make some miles today. Alright, there's a rattlesnake on the side of the trail. I walked by it, didn't even see it. It started rattling after I walked by. Vince is kind of stuck there for a minute. It's in the shade though. It might not be able to move really. Go
on, snake.
He's going to have to try to get around it.
Nope, I'm not right now.
Okay. Vince had to go off trail to get around it because that snake was not moving. And he broke his pole in the process. Ugh. So they're out. So my headphones are out now. I can't believe I walked by it a foot off the trail and it rattled after I walked by. Taking a little break in the shade. It's hot. It's just after 11. It's very exposed what we're hiking through. So I'll show you. It's like that. There's no shade. We found this one little tree that we've got some shade. And we gotta go up this way. It's just exposed and hot. We're toying around with the idea of stopping for a little bit in the afternoon again, but that means we'll be night hiking in. So we'll see how we feel about that. Vince is having a snack. Look who we found. We're stopped for lunch. We've got 11.6. We have about 9.2 left to go. It's just after 1. It's really hot, so we may stay here for an hour or two and then hike out. We'll see. So Captain and Princess Backsplash have left, and we were going to stay here for about another hour, wait for it to get a bit cooler, but we just heard something in the bushes that sounded like a horse or something, and there is, amazingly enough, a feral bull around here that's been charging people and stuff. I think I might have mentioned that earlier. So we definitely heard something go yeah, and it was not too far away, so we're gonna pack up and keep moving. Still trucking along. I just did a huge climb. I haven't filmed much this afternoon. Vince is struggling pretty bad. He had the foot injury and the knee injury. Now the heat is just really kicking his butt. He's beating himself up about it. There's a lot of talk of him going home. I don't know what that means for me. Told him he's not allowed to quit on a bad day though. Let's get to Ridgecrest. See how he feels. We're supposed to be going into the Sierras in a week. And he can't do it right now the way he is. It would be really unsafe. So, yeah. It's been a bit of a downer of an afternoon. I'm thinking the trail's in here somewhere. What is happening? We're in a section of big blowdowns. Fun. Sure is pretty up here. We're about halfway up our second climb. We had 3 for the day. I don't think we're gonna make the last one. Gonna be limping into the water source tomorrow with very little water. Well, it's 20 to 8 and the sun is going down. Got 1 mile left to the road. It's supposed to be a bunch of camp spots along the road or just around it that you can camp in, so that's where we're heading. Vince is moving pretty slow, so hopefully we get down there before it gets dark. Otherwise, pulling out the headlamp. "600 miles. Whew. We're gonna camp right here. We can make it work. Alright, this is in the dark because it's dark out. It's almost 9 o'clock. We just set up camp. We hiked 18.7 miles today, so about 29.5 kilometers. It was a very long, hard day. We were not the only ones that had a long, hard day. We wanted to make it to the water source, but we ended up stopping 2.1 miles shy of it, just out of sheer exhaustion. It's hard to dig some gratefulness out of today. But I guess if I have to pick something, it would be we made it to the 600 mile mark. So that's pretty exciting. We are actually camped almost on top of it because it was the only spot that we could really find this late at night in the dark. So yeah, hopefully anybody that comes by early in the morning that wants a picture of it doesn't mind our tent being in most of the picture. Good night.